star 6, so we can eliminate any background. I know people are working in the kitchen. They may be driving, taking care of kids, what have you. And we want everybody to be able to hear. And Mac is going to be kind enough to record like he usually does. So we want to get as least amount of background noise as possible. And I'll give everybody about 5 seconds, and I'm going to get started. Okay, good evening, everybody. My name is Richard Poliner. Most of you probably know my wife, Marlene. And we've been using Sunrider for probably 30 years or so. And the thing that attracted us to it right at the beginning when Dr. Dees introduced us to it was the basic owner's expertise, self-manufacturing, philosophy of regeneration, and of course the quality and the concentration of the products. And those are the things that set Sunrider apart from literally every product on the market. People have asked me, well, what do you use to stay in shape, or what do you use for energy? And I tell them very proudly, Sunrider. And the expertise of the Chens, the entire family is involved. Dr. Chen, with his background in pharmacology and being a world-renowned herbalist, Dr. Boylan Chen, who I believe is a pediatrician, and Dr. Ruben Chen, a sports medicine and pain management doctor, and also an acupuncturist. And now we have Eric, who is a biochemist, and Sunny, who is now our CEO. And of course, everybody in the family is involved. And that gives me a good feeling knowing that the next generation is continuing the amazing work that Dr. Chen had started. I think it was 1982, I believe they started. This coming next year is going to be our 40th anniversary. So we hope everybody can make it to Dallas to their new manufacturing facility. So I want to get started because I got a lot of products I want to cover, and I want people to jump in and talk freely also. This is, as Karen says, an interactive call. So the basics, the thing that, in my opinion, everything is built on is the NBC, nourish, cleanse, and balance. And the body obtains that by feeding it the right combination and the right amount of concentrated whole foods. And that's what every product in Sunrider is based on. So the NBC consists of the New Plus, which comes in a wider range of flavors, and it fills your nutritional gaps with micronutrients. So you don't get those ups and downs throughout your day. It's made with whole foods, complete soy protein, and it is so well designed that I can use this product immediately before and during an activity or a workout. And my body doesn't have to use energy to digest it. It's almost like a pre-digested food. And so your body absorbs it and utilizes it immediately. As in all Sunrider products, there are no chemicals, no preservatives, no added sweeteners, sugars, or fats. New Plus is low in calories and cholesterol. So enjoy it as a shake. You can, Marlene loves it right out of the packet. She'll just munch on it. Sometimes she'll use it to dip fruit in it. So there are many ways to eat it. It also comes in bar form, which are the sun bars, okay? And it's just something that is the basics, one of the basics for your NBC. Now, the balance part in with the quinary. As most all of us know, quinary is made up of 5 individual formulas. Alpha 20C, which nourishes the immune system. Comco, which nourishes the respiratory. Assimilate for the digestive. Lifestream is your circulatory system. And Prime Again for the endocrine system. This particular formula consists of nearly 50 different herbs. And again, perfectly balanced, nothing artificial, nothing added. And it provides the nutrients for each of your systems to work at peak performance. And Dr. Chen always uses the example of 5 horses pulling a chariot. If one horse starts holding back or even going ahead too far, the other 4 horses have to compensate. Well, the 5 major systems in your body work the same way. So you want the whole body to work at peak performance and in harmony with one another. And quinary comes in capsules or packets or liquid, which is called liquefied. So that is the formula for balance. And then for cleansing, we have either Fortune Delight or Cali. And the Fortune Delight works primarily at the circulatory level, where it helps to lower cholesterol, flush out fat. It helps with hydration by providing the body with electrolytes. Of course, it provides nutrients, and it's extremely good whether you're active or not. I drink Fortune Delight all day, every day. And then the Cali, which comes in a tea bag, that's cleanses more. Welcome aboard. The Cali works more at the cellular level to help flush out toxins. The beauty of both of these products, and the formulas are similar, but the beauty is you can drink either one of them hot or cold, and you can mix and match. Sometimes I'll actually use Fortune Delight with my Cali. So, as your parents always said, don't play with your food. Sunrider is saying, play with your food. Have a good time with it. Experiment. It's all food. Okay? Now, I'm going to get into some of the products that I use on a regular basis. And some of you that have been around for a little bit longer may remember a program that Sunrider, that Dr. Ruben Chen designed called the Fitness Brigade. And just a little quick backstory, I had shredded my Achilles tendon 3.5 months ago. And I was laid up, obviously. I had surgery. And I was doing all this different Sunrider products for recovery, for nourishment, to nourish the cells and the tissues. And actually, tomorrow will be my 27th day of doing the Fitness Brigade. And these are the beauty of Sunrider is it's not just about one thing. Okay? When Sunrider talks about fitness or exercise, they talk about what they call the 5 pillars of fitness, okay, or the 5 elements, which is regenerative nutrition, supplements, and in this case for me, the resistance and the cardio training, and of course, rest. And the products they're recommending, and this, like I said, it doesn't matter if you're doing workouts, work, or just working around the house, playing with the kids, whatever it is, you can fit each and every one of these products into your daily routine, and you're going to benefit from it. So what they talk about, and I love this, they talk about their drinks. Evergreen, and electrosport. Now, evergreen is a plant-based concentrate that provides powerful antioxidants and phytonutrients found in dark leafy vegetables. It supports energy levels and decreases recovery time after workouts. And they just recommend you mix it with water. Okay, what I do is it goes in my Fortune Delight. Okay, the benefits: enhances energy, it supports the circulatory system and the transport of oxygen and nutrients throughout the body. A lot of people don't think of the brain for some reason as part of the body, but your brain needs oxygen. Your brain needs nutrients just as much as every other aspect, every other cell, and every muscle in the body. And by adding evergreen into your program, it's going to help with mental clarity. It's going to help with focus. It's an amazing product. Okay? And again, it will increase your energy. And if you are working out, it does help to shorten recovery time after your workouts. The other one is electrosport. Of course, plant-based concentrate, and this is designed to replenish the electrolytes and minerals lost from exercise or daily activities. Okay, it mixes easily again in water, and I use the two of them, evergreen and electrosport, in my Fortune Delight. I make 2 quarts, and I add Sunny Dew to enhance the flavor, and I drink that throughout the day. Does anybody else have any experience using any of those products or what we call the sport drink? Okay.
Richard, it's Nina.
Yeah, go right ahead.
I use it too. I swim 2 to 3 times a week now, or I have a yoga practice. I used to play tennis. I stopped for a while. But I'm pretty much similar work like you do. I have the evergreen with the electrosport in my Nalgene of 32, 34 ounces of Fortune with a couple of drops of my Sunrider, and I go for it. But prior to that, I think we mentioned this in the call before, but for those who didn't hear, I take 2 capsules of sports cap, and I also, prior to the workout, and I take 2 afterwards. And I also take, I mix up and shake a really good shake of Sunrise, one of the vials, before I work out. I used to take it after, and my gosh, I get so much better when you take it prior. Of course, before that, I've had my Cali and my routine of New Plus and all the other goodies.
Right. Well, I'll tell you, that's a great way to start your day and get you through the day. And the beauty of these products is you can take it as often as you want. It's food. You're not going to get too much of it. You're not going to overdose on something. It's not going to give you a high and a low. It's just going to get utilized by the body. There's so many products out there that people are using that the body isn't even absorbing. And Sunrider is totally absorbable by the body. Thank you so much. In fact, I'm going to go back and talk about the Sunrise real quick. This is a liquid concentrate, powerful antioxidants, okay, to support energy levels. It's ideal for athletes and active people. No chemicals, no caffeine, no added stimulants. But it does also help to warm and cool the muscles. So besides providing you with the energy before your workout, it's helping you to warm the muscles up a little quicker than just doing your original warm-up. And a warm-up to any activity is critical because that's when you can get hurt. People ask me when I tore my Achilles, well, were you warm? And believe me, it was like an hour and a half already into my tennis. So I was plenty warm. It was just one of those things. Okay? So, you know, it happens. I'm 75 years old. Things happen. But Sunrise delivers quick, low-calorie energy. It's portable. It's easy to use. I shake up that little vial. I pop the top. I drink it down, and then I put a little of my Fortune Delight or my sport drink in that vial to shake it up more and get every single drop out of it. So it's a fantastic product. I had a neighbor who tried it. He was a runner, and he said the first time he took one vial of Sunrise, he knocked 45 seconds off his run. Now, 45 seconds may not sound like a lot, but if you're running a race, that's a long time. So that's the Sunrise. Now, we also talk about Meta Booster. Okay? Meta Booster, again, it's for energy and it supports fitness and the immune system. So that's very important nowadays. Okay? It's great. It also helps to speed up your post-workout recovery time. It enhances the metabolism at a cellular level, right? So again, rich in antioxidants to fight free radicals. I use the Meta Booster, the Meta Balance 44, the Meta Shaper, Action Cap Fit. I take all of it before I work out, along with the Sunrise, and I use Veros. All right, Veros is basically, it's designed for vitality and endurance. It promotes healthy circulation, bone strength, and skin tone. Also shortens recovery time. So there's so many products that you can use. A lot of them basically will have the same outcome, maybe in a little different way. So don't be afraid to use all these different products. Okay. Also, Vita Spray. How many of you people use Vita Spray just on a daily basis? Anybody? Okay. You might be on mute.
I do, Richard. This is Jackie Malin. I use Vita Spray.
And how do you use it, and what benefits are you seeing from it?
I do 2 or 3 sprays under the tongue, and Vita Spray helps me so that I don't get anxiety. I think it also helps my immune system.
Mm-hmm.
And
yep.
You know, with most Sunrider products, you really don't know all of the benefits until you stop using something. So
that is so true.
I would say that Vita Spray is one of those things that definitely helps keep me calm and focused.
Excellent, and it does. The funny thing is the statement you made about not knowing that it's doing anything. When I got started, my dad, who was very active, used to play tennis and swim, and he did that for a long, long time, even up into his, I think, early 80s. And when he first started, he said, well, I don't feel any different. I said, so stop using it. He stopped using it, and in about 2 days, he said, now I feel the difference. And he never stopped again. So it's true. The thing about Sunrider products is it's very subtle because it's feeding the body. It's not forcing any type of activity on the body, right? It's not forcing a cleanse. It's not that instant energy drink that's loaded with caffeine that's going to give you that high and then give you the crash. by using these products in a consistent fashion, like I do and so many of you do, I look at it like if you put a car battery on a trickle charger. It's just a nice, slow, constant charge, as opposed to, oh, my battery's dead, I'm going to jump start it. And then once the jump start is done, that's it. So by being consistent and eating the products on a regular basis, you are going to find that over time, and it's going to vary per individual, you're going to get the results you're looking for. And if you're not getting the results, increase whatever you're doing. All right? Like you said, sometimes 2 or 3 sprays. I know people use 1 spray. I like 3. That works for me. So the Vita Spray is an amazing product with all of the B vitamins. It is going to boost your immune system. Okay? And my cousin actually is going through a stressful time. Her dad just came out of a rehab from a bad fall, so she was totally stressed out, taking care of him and doing all the things she needs to do. And I gave her a Vita Spray, and she said, like, the first 3 sprays, she felt calmer. So it definitely works. All you have to do is use the products. Okay? A couple other products that I like to add in I use the Protein Plus. And I find this is a really good product for helping to give me energy and build muscles. Okay, it's a great product for recovery, right? Again, no added sugars, no dairy. This is a vegan product made from pea and rice protein. Okay, there's no artificial sweeteners, there's no chemicals, and I mix it right in with my smoothie in the morning. I just put it all in there. I drink it down. I have one before my workout. I have it after the workout. Like you, I take my sports caps before and I take them after. And I'm finding that really is the formula that I need for the performance that I want to obtain and the goals that I have. Because anybody else, I know if Margie's on, she's got to have a testimony. She's one of the most active people I know. So Margie, if you're there, we'd love to hear some of your experiences or anybody else. What about Mark? Mark's had some really good results with the product. Okay, if nobody else has anything right now, feel free to jump in when you think of something. If Mac is there, I'd like to ask him. I know he used the products, and he also attended the Sunrider Summit. And if he can share a little bit about that with us, that would really be nice.
Hey, Rich, it is Mac, and thanks you for inviting me on and leading the way for us with the sports and vitality. Like you and pretty much everyone else that's commented on the call tonight, similar patterns in terms of the foods that we're consuming in advance, during, and after our sports and exercise programs. Just like you guys, I'm all about the Evergreen, the Electrosport. I use Meta Booster and Veros as well. Sports Cap like you, ahead and after each workout. Just recently, like within the last month. And again, I give credit to Dr. Dees on most of these things that I end up adding in. The Sunrise is something I've added in, have seen, just like you guys had talked about, an increase in energy, a boost, etc. with that. Vita Spray, all day, every day for me, just like you guys. Love that stuff. And it is so good in terms of coping and calming. And heck, I used it before jumping on this call. So, we got to use it every chance we can. As far as the summit in San Diego, I know some of us on the call tonight were probably there. Others wish you could have been. And certainly I'll say, I wish you all could have been there with us. It was fabulous for a number of reasons, not the least of which we were in beautiful San Diego, California, but it was the first time since, well, gosh, I guess convention 2019 in Las Vegas, when we've all had a chance to be together in the same room with each other. And I can't tell you what a joy it was just to be there with everybody again, getting a chance to see some old friends, getting a chance to meet some of the new people that we typically see in little Hollywood square boxes on our Zoom calls and so forth. But what a wonderful experience just to be all together. The conference was basically broken down into two segments, Friday evening and then Saturday during the day. And Friday evening was all about, well, love, share, and grow, which are the three words we use always all the time with Sunrider. A lot of information was shared about social media and how we can be building our personal brands through social media, things like Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, etc. A lot of great tips were given, just, basic stuff in terms of how often to be posting, the type of things that work well within the Facebook algorithm to make sure that people see the things that you're posting. Simple things, honestly, that I hadn't even thought of myself. A good example would be on your Sunrider website, your URL page. Make sure your picture is on there and not just the Sunrider logo, because again, remember folks, when we're sponsoring people, they're joining us. They're not necessarily joining Sunrider, but they're connecting with us as people. So put your picture up there. Another thing I learned, which I thought was interesting, because I've kind of become, at least in my mind, the king of reposting over the last number of months. I'll see a good post, I'll want to share it and put it out there. Well, apparently Facebook much prefers original content. So there's another good tip. Get past all the social media stuff. What happened next? Saturday morning began 7 a.m. with a yoga class, which I hadn't done in a long time, but I have to give a big compliment to Angelica Rose, our fearless leader in terms of yoga. She guided us through a great transition of poses, and I'm going to embarrass myself, but I'll say it anyway. I still feel like I'm stuck in the wounded warrior pose, if that means anything to a yoga person. So we'll leave it at that. The day then carried on in terms of a great session with Sunny and Dr. Rubin. And for me, getting a chance to hear from Dr. and Mrs. Chin in person once again. In particular, Dr. Chin was at his top of his game, as he always is. Three key things I heard him talk about. Number one, he started off his comments and presentation by stating that his belief, truly his belief, is our bodies are the best defense against any virus, bacteria, etc., that may be floating around in the world. So I'll leave that one as it is. The other thing he talked about is, I think we're all familiar with Forrest Gump, right? And life is a box of chocolates. Well, Dr. Chin kind of turned the page a little bit on that and described life as a buffet. And his real point was, there's all kinds of wonderful dishes out there in front of us. Don't wait to be served. Go out and take for yourself that dish that's going to work best for you. And lastly, Rich, it was interesting. I can remember talking to Dr. Chin, oh boy, 4 years ago or so, the last time we traveled together. And I love to ask him questions about, well, how does a billionaire think, And we were chatting a little bit about how somebody like him thinks in terms of purchasing things. And he actually referenced this same topic in the conference on Saturday. What he said is 90% of the people go out there and they will buy what they need. 9% will buy what they think they want. But there's less than 1% of the people in the world that will actually buy what they dream about. And you guys got to understand the context of this. This all related back to him sharing with us the story of being an impoverished child, playing in the garbage dump behind his home in Taiwan, finding a little plastic beat up model of an airplane that was missing a wing and a tail and that kind of stuff, but sleeping with that under his pillows for years. And ultimately what resulted was Dr. Chin owning his own jet. So again, folks, I love being around that man. I love hearing him speak. Everything he says resonates so well. Okay, where did we go from there? Dr. Rubin took over after that. And the big reveal for the weekend, just like it was today at 12 noon Pacific time with Dr. Rubin's product talk, as it will be, by the way, tonight, 5 p.m. Pacific on the Sunrider kickoff call is the new name. It's not a win call any longer. It's the kickoff call, is going to be all about Candace Pure. And this is our new skincare line, folks. It is perfect for all ages, all skin types, all skin tones. It's not replacing any other skincare line. I wanted to make sure everyone understands that, because I've had a lot of people asking me, oh my gosh, does that mean Oilin or Candescine's going away? No, it's not. This is in addition to. As you might expect, this is done in typical Sunrider fashion, in that this is 100% vegan skincare. It's ideal, again, as I said, for all skin types and tones. It is pH friendly, cruelty free, paraben free, no artificial fragrances, no artificial ingredients, just skincare that's great for our skin. And again, I want to encourage everybody to listen to either the replay of Dr. Chen's product call this afternoon, or please be on the kickoff call this evening if you can. But as with our other skincare lines, there's 4 basic steps to this. There's detoxifying with the pure cleansing oil of all things, folks. And I've tried it. It's wonderful, actually, to remove the oil-based impurities, environmental things that we run into, makeup, etc. Second step is purify with a pure foaming cleanser, which again is new and unusual. Wonderful product, smells so good, feels so good on the skin to remove the water-based impurities. Next step, we're always used to either an astringent or a balancing splash. This time it's Candescine Pure Beauty Water, which is a spritz that you spray on your face to bring the pH back to where you want it to be. And finally, the 4th step is the quenching, which is a hydrating gel cream that goes on so smooth and easy. It's like nothing's on your skin once you apply it. Wonderful, wonderful products. They smell so clean, fresh. Again, no fragrance. This is all natural, folks. So again, please check this out as you have a chance. It is being released today. I believe it's available for sale right now. There are sample sets that are available. And if you purchase the entire set today, I know, and it's going to be however long these last, but they do come with these really cool jade rollers for the face. So Rich, I probably said more than you wanted me to, but I thought I would just share everything I knew about the weekend.
No, absolutely not. You're perfect. In fact, Marlene has ordered it already, and she goes, yeah, we get a free gift. She's all excited.
Yeah, well, the actual jade roller ball is something that, or roller slide, I should say, is something that Sunrider had specifically made with the Sunrider logo on it. It's really a cool device. And I mean, I've seen jade rollers before, but it's just nice that Sunrider thought of this too, in terms of being able to close the pores with a jade surface as you roll it against your skin. So yeah, folks, everybody check it out. You will find it on the shop online page. There is a new product fact sheet that we can be sharing with people. I mentioned as well before that there are sample sets available that we can purchase to share with people as kind of a one-shot thing. Then in this, again, the price point is very, very set, very, very well in terms of competitive products. Heck, in terms of our Oilin and Candescine lines, well-priced, fabulous products. I've tried them, brought them home. Matter of fact, I bought 10 sets just because I had 6 or 7 people texting me over the weekend saying, can you please buy me one? So again, looking forward to everybody getting a chance to sample these new products.
That's fantastic. So now we can look great on the outside. We can be healthy and actually great on the inside. There's nothing that our bodies have to face, without being supported by Sunrider. Inside, outside, topical, it doesn't matter. This is, as Marlene calls it, our one-stop shopping. You can't walk into any room in our house and not find Sunrider products somewhere. In the car, on my bicycle, I've got everything. This is something that we've made a lifestyle. And when I introduce it to people, in fact, my doctor was shocked that I'm as old as I am. He thought I was about 20 years younger, the way I was healing so quickly. And there's couple people now at the doctor's office that are interested in the product. My physical therapist has bought some products from me because he can't believe the exercises that I'm doing. And again, back to these workout and activity products, the fact that I can get so much done during my physical therapy because I don't need to rest that long in between. I take a sip. I always bring my Fortune Delight, my sport drink with me. I take a couple sips of that. I move right on to the next exercise. So this stuff works. If anybody has any questions on any of the products or how to use them, or again, any testimonies or comments, I know some people got on a little bit later. So we are talking about products for workout, exercise, sports, activities, and so forth. So if anybody who jumped on late has anything they want to say or ask, by all means, come on, unmute, and let's hear from you.
Hi, I'm Susan, and I've enjoyed a sporty life in Arizona, and I noticed I like to take little vials of things backpacking because you're not getting very good nutrition. I love endurance things like hiking across the Grand Canyon and back, coming back with your headlamp, and I love taking antioxidants and sport taps and sun bars and Fortune Delight and vials of things to perk me up at different points then. And I noticed trying to keep up mountain biking with my husband that live stream really helps me because it gives me more confidence and courage. That's it.
That's interesting. Yeah. I increased my live stream because I needed to increase the circulation for the healing process. So I started to do that. And I was so happy. I saw the doctor on the 8th, I guess it was. And he said I can get back to my normal bike ride. My normal bike ride is about 3.5 hours. Of course, I'm not doing it in the mountains. I'm in Florida. It's flat, but it's still 3.5 hours as opposed to 20 minutes, which he let me do prior to last week when I saw him. So my whole backpack or my whole bike bag is full of Sunrider products, and the sun milk, of course. So because I'm down here riding during the day, and I want to protect myself from anything that I can, the lip balm, the sun milk, the sport drink, and all the what I do is I cut up my sun bar into bite-sized pieces. I throw them all in a baggie. So when I'm riding, I don't have to like unwrap the packet and start biting it. I just reach back and I just grab a couple pieces, just throw them in my mouth and eat them. It's really convenient for people that are on the go. That's the other beauty of Sunrider products. It's what we call our healthy fast foods. So just use them any way you can. Come up with new ways. Share them with us. Share them with your downline, your upline, your friends and family, because there's not a person on the planet that won't benefit from these products. Anybody else? No, somebody just got on. Okay.
I just started using Top.
Okay.
And
And
it's
how
real
are you using
subtle, though. Well, it's real subtle, but I wasn't sure what it was supposed to do. But I just started feeling it a lot more clear, like I could think better.
And this is just regular Top, not the Top soap.
Top, yeah,
Yeah.
not the Top. I'm
Right,
using
right.
it for like my sinus.
Okay. Do Do you have the Sunrider oil?
Oh, yeah. Well, actually, I have the Sunny Day mouth drop.
Okay, yeah, and see, those have a little bit of like Sunrider in them. So as you suck on them or chew them, you'll also get relief for your sinuses. I like the Sunrider oil. A lot of times people will put a couple of drops on a tissue and just hold it up to their nose and they'll breathe it in. One of the principal at the school that I work at, she had a horrible sinus condition. And I said, put a few drops on a tissue, leave it next to your bed. And she came to school the next morning. She said, not only did I have a great night's sleep, my husband on the other side of the bed said, what did you do? He goes, I slept like a baby all night. So Sunrider reaches a long way, and there's so many different uses for it. Again, for workouts and activity, you can rub your muscles with it, and it will help warm them up before you get started. Okay? After a workout, you can rub your muscles down again, and it will help with the cool down, because what the Sunrider does is it balances the energy. And if it feels cool, you've got too much energy. If it feels warm, you don't have enough. So it helps to balance that blood flow. So that's why they call it Sunrider, warm, cool. But it's an amazing product, and it's great for sinuses. Marlene will heat up a pot of water and put a few drops in and just let the steam permeate throughout the house. And it just freshens the air in the entire house. It's really great.
Oh, I was using top for my lymph nodes too. Was it help that
Right.
inflammation?
Okay. Yeah. Yeah. Something else I saw here. The other thing is that the fortune delight, okay, the fortune delight also helps to nourish and cleanse the lymphatic system. So, yeah, if you were to increase your fortune delight, it would help that as well. It's funny, I just happen to have that page right in front of me. This is something that I've done when I have done research on the different products. Okay, so it would definitely help with that too. Okay, and then of course the lymphatic system, that is what carries the lymph fluid through the vessels, through the cardiovascular system, and eventually eliminate the toxins by, through the end organs, which would be basically your kidney, livers, colon, your skin, and your lung. So there's a lot of benefits to these products. I personally, I don't know any product in the Sunrider line that only has one benefit. They're just all multi-benefit products. So a lot of people have had different experiences with each of the products. And that's the beauty of these calls, is that we get to tell our experiences and pass this information on to everybody else. So if anyone else has anything else they'd like to add on any of their products, please.
Yes. Hi, Richard.
Yes.
Hi, Richard. It's Jeannie in Avon Park, and I've been listening to the call, and everyone, it was just spectacular today. What I want to say is that I've been using LifeStream for a long time now, and yes, it is great for circulation. I also use the quinary with it, but I had an experience with my eye, my left eye. I was in a lot of pain with it at one time, and when Marlene first talked about LifeStream and how great it is for circulation, I immediately ordered it and took it, and the pain went away instantly. Now, the pressure in the left eye started out at 25 and 20 in the right, and then gradually the pressure started coming down in both eyes. The second time I went to the eye doctor, the pressure in the left eye was at 20 and 20 in the right, and then the next time I went, the pressure was at 14 in the right, and I think it was either 19 or 20 in the left. So that has helped me a lot.
That's
And I
amazing.
use, yeah. And I also use Top Focus, and it does keep me on the straight and narrow. It keeps my mind where I need to be focused. And you notice the difference within 15 minutes, my mind is sharp. And when I don't take it, I'm like all over the place.
I know Melina's daughter, Sasha, loves the Top Focus. She takes it before she goes to school. And I've been doing some tutoring via Zoom, and I will take it prior to get on a tutor, one of my tutoring calls, and it absolutely helps with clarity. So it's another amazing product, and it lasts about 4 hours. Not my tutoring, but the product. Yeah.
Well, I take Top Focus one with each meal, and if I need it later on, I do that.
Right.
It's
Well, that's what we
fabulous.
said. It's all food. You're not going to overdose. Your body will utilize it, and there's no adverse side effects. It's funny, for the people who are using the Vita Spray, somebody said, well, what are the side effects? And I said, fresh breath. And that was it. That was all I could think of for side effects. Anybody else? Okay, well, Donna, are you on? If you are, if you'd like to jump on and tell us about your call tonight, Rising Stars call.
Hi, Richard. I am on. So after this call, we do have our Rising Stars team call that we hope you'll all be on. The link is on the Rising Stars page. And then after that, Sunrider has a call this evening, which I'm sure they're going to talk about the release of Pure. I know Mac did a great job talking about that, but I was one of the few people who got to try it in the test phase, and I will say that if you purchase it, you're going to love it, and it's a really great system. It's very fresh. The oil, if you're talking to people who say they have oily skin and they couldn't use the oil, nothing like that. There's no residue when you rinse your hands. They're like squeaky clean after you use the cleansing oil, but it does take off the oil-based impurities that are on your face, and you follow it with the foam cleanser, which is just like Oil In and Candescine, where you have a two-step cleaning system. That removes all the water-based impurities. The beauty water is amazing. It smells unbelievably great. I think it's something that everyone should have on them just for a quick refresh during the day. And like Max said, the moisture is light, but it's really awesome. It doesn't feel heavy, but you won't feel dry. So I just wanted to throw that in there too, and we hope you on our call after this call. Thanks, Richard.
Thank you, Donna. It's funny because we were talking one time about all the people at convention from, young, old, middle-aged, male, female, and Mac and I were commenting is that we have the best-looking people in the world. The men and the women, their skin, the brightness in their eyes, it's from their internal health, their attitude, the Sunrider skincare products and nourishing products. This is definitely the place to be for a happy, healthy life, surrounded by great people like-minded. I wouldn't want to be involved with anything other than Sunrider. Again, that's my opinion.
Well, there were some women there that were 80 that looked 60, so they were talking about that. But I want to say too, a lot of people eat Sunrider foods, I found, but not necessarily take care of their skin on the outside. It's equally as important. So if you're going to invest in skincare and you're going to try it, I think you'll be really happy with this system.
Absolutely. And the men's skincare line is an amazing program also. Not to say we can't use some of Oilin's products. Like, I love the mask. I love the peel off mask. I love that one. You know, and the cleansers. So the warm facial scrub and those products as well. So we have so much to choose from that if you talk to someone, they go, well, I'm not really into supplements. We have so many other products. They're still going to drink. They're still going to want to snack. They still want to take care of their bodies as far as, you know, soaps and shampoos and conditioners, skincare, makeup. So ask questions. All right, just ask questions. And eventually you're going to find out what people want and just say, yeah, we have something that I think you're going to like. Why don't you give it a try? So, guys, it's about time to close. I'll give everybody else who's going to get on Bob and Donna's call a couple of minutes so they can refresh their fortune or their Cali. If no one else has anything else to add, thank you all so much for your participation. I'm glad I was able to speak tonight. I know this is something I believe in with all my heart and soul, and as everybody else does. So with that, I say good night and stay well, and we'll talk to you soon.
Thank you, Rich.
Thank you.